Welcome to LinguaWire English B1. Today, we have two stories: France's new social media age law and a South Korean restaurant owner facing jail over ants on the menu. To help you follow today's episode, full transcripts and vocabulary lookups are available at linguawire.com. France has approved a law that could change how young people use social media. What is the big step here?
The key point is the age limit. From January 2027, social media will be banned for under-15s in France. People will need to prove their age to get in.
So this is not just about new accounts. It reaches people already using these platforms too.
Exactly. The law will be brought in stages. From September, under-15s will not be able to open accounts. Then in January 2027, the rule will also apply to existing accounts.
That means the platforms will have to build age checks for a huge number of users. How are officials handling that?
Officials say approved age verification tools will be used, and the government says they are effective and safe. But critics worry about privacy, and some people also doubt whether young users will find ways around the checks.
I can see the trade-off there. Child safety on one side, privacy and system trust on the other. Who is pushing this most strongly?
President Emmanuel Macron has welcomed the move. He had promised to introduce it before the end of his time in office, and France's parliament approved it after both chambers backed the ban on Tuesday.
And France is now ahead of other European countries on this issue. Does that make this law more symbolic as well as practical?
Yes, it does. France is becoming the first European country to set this kind of limit. That makes the decision bigger than one national rule. It shows how seriously governments are now treating children's screen time and mental health.
So the story is really about where governments draw the line online. Please stay with us, Sarah, because that detail about age checks is the heart of it.
The next few months will matter. The law is passed, but the real test is how well the checks work in daily life.
Now to a very different case. A Michelin-starred restaurant owner in South Korea is facing a possible jail term over ants in desserts. Can you walk us through the latest move?
Prosecutors want a 1-year jail term for the owner. They say ants were used in several dishes, including sorbet topping, for 4 years.
4 years is a long time. What makes the ants such a problem in the legal case?
South Korean law only approves certain insect species for human consumption, and ants are not on that list. So prosecutors are saying the restaurant crossed a food safety line, not just a menu choice.
That helps explain why this is more than a cooking story. Were there penalties beyond jail?
Prosecutors also asked for a 20 million won fine. The owner admitted serving ants, but said they were only a small part of the 15-course menu.
So the defense is basically that this was limited and that diners had a choice. Did the owner say more about that?
The owner said customers could choose non-ant toppings instead. Investigators also found that some diners had posted photos and reviews online, which helped bring the case to light.
And the health angle is important too, because this was not just about taste. What else did officials say?
Health authorities found the ants had much higher heavy metal levels than typical edible insects, according to a report. They also checked safety, toxicity, nutrition, and hygiene.
So this case sits between food culture and public health. Please stay with us, Emily, because that fine and jail request make the consequences very real.
Yes, and it also shows how closely food businesses are watched when they use unusual ingredients. In this case, the question is not only what people eat, but whether the law allows it.
First, 3 words from the second story. 1. Law. The official rules people must follow. In the story, it was used in South Korean law. Example, the law says the restaurant must close at night. 2. Fine. Money paid as a penalty. In the story, prosecutors asked for a fine of 20 million Korean won. Example, he had to pay a fine for parking in the wrong place. 3. Menu. The list of food and drinks in a restaurant. In the story, it was used in the 15-course menu. Example, I looked at the menu and chose soup. Now for 1 grammar point, be used for. We use be used for to say what something is for or what purpose it has. Example 1. Age checks are used for verifying users' ages. Example 2. The topping was used for the sorbet. Repeat after me. Be used for. Lingua Wire isn't only a podcast. Every day, the lead story becomes a personal language lesson in your classroom. Each lesson covers reading, vocabulary, grammar, writing, and listening, all built from today's real news story. Start today on linguawire.com.